Raise your hand if you've consumed an infinite stream of bad news on Twitter or Instagram over the past week. Welcome to the club. You've been doomscrolling. Doomscrolling describes the act of scrolling through social media, taking in what seems like an endless amount of bad news. As a practice, it's likely been around as long as social media itself, but the term recently gained popularity when people started quarantining to help stop the spread of the coronavirus. While it's helpful to stay informed, especially in uncertain times, you don't need to doom scroll and sacrifice your mental health to stay up to date. Here are 5 ways to stop scrolling into the endless void. Rather than keeping popular social media apps like Twitter and Instagram on your homepage, move them to the 3rd or 4th page of your mobile device, so you'll have to work a bit to access them. I keep my Twitter app on the last page of my phone in a folder labeled Don't Touch. And while I still use it often, the setup helps me think twice before opening it. If there's a specific app you're looking to cut back on, see if there's a way to add usage restrictions in the platform. Instagram, for instance, lets you manage your activity. It's easy. First, go to your profile and select the 3 lines in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Next, select your activity, time, and set daily reminder. You can select an amount of time to spend on the app daily, from 5 minutes to 23 hours and 55 minutes. Then, once you've used all your Instagram minutes up, the app will alert you so you can cut back on usage. If you have an Apple product, you can also use Screen Time. The feature monitors how often you use your phone and computer screens and sees which apps you spend the most time on, so you can set usage restrictions for them. There's also a feature within Screen Time called Downtime, which you can use to set custom app limits. Those aren't your only options. The website blocker Freedom can help too. Freedom works with Mac, Windows, iOD, Android, Chromebook, and Linux. You can test it out with a free trial, and there are a few free browser extensions available for download. If you're not into app-specific time limits, consider setting a daily alarm to remind yourself to unplug. For instance, if a stop doom scrolling alarm were to go off at 9 p.m., you might remember to spend the rest of your night social media free. Doesn't that sound lovely? Instead of wasting hours doom scrolling, use your devices for something fun. Catch up on television shows, online shop, or play some video games. Another great way to ensure you don't spiral into a doom scrolling session is to do something that doesn't involve a screen at all. Take a walk, read a physical book, practice some self-care. If you're still struggling to restrict your social media usage, consider taking slightly more drastic measures. For starters, try turning the volume on your phone and leaving it in a different room. You won't check it as frequently, but you'll still be able to hear any incoming calls or text messages. I also highly recommend downloading a productivity app such as Forest, which locks your screen for a set amount of time. When you're not using your phone, the app plants a virtual tree, and the tree only grows to completion if your phone stays locked the entire time. If you haven't already, you should also make an effort to sleep away from your phone and other tech devices. And if you're someone who relies on your phone to wake you up every morning, it's time to take the plunge and splurge on a real alarm clock. If you're searching for more instant gratification, consider signing up for breaking news alerts or enabling social media notifications for select users. Instead of spending hours on your timelines, try visiting platforms like Apple News or Flipboard to get straight news without all the distractions of social media. You can also set aside time in your day to watch the news and catch up on what you missed. Just make sure to turn it off after an hour or 2 and spend the rest of the night relaxing. We wouldn't want you doom watching.